The divine masculine has entered into hermit mode. This is a very necessary part of their healing process. They need to go through the darkness to have the realizations that need to be had for them to move into a new direction, which is represented by the Chariot. So this is about them letting go of the past to move into the direction that's going to bring them success. They want to collaborate, to unite with the feminine. But for them to do this, they need to choose themselves first. They need to make a decision to prioritize themselves and to learn how to set boundaries with people who are holding them down. Because a lot of the relationships that they have been built on faulty foundations. They are ego-based relationships. And so now the masculine has realized this, and they've been thinking about everything that's happened. And sometimes when we go through this process, we it's so intense that we don't know what to say, we don't know how to say it, we don't know we really don't know anything, because we're just reevaluating. And that's what the Hermit card is supporting the masculine with, or the Hermit energy is supporting the masculine with. Good old Mercury retrograde. The communication isn't as clear. And that's the other thing we have to understand, is that we are in Mercury retrograde and there's going to be a delay in communication. And the Hermit card actually is very, resonates with Mercury retrograde, because this talks about reevaluation, like revision, reorganizing, all of the, it's like retrograde. We have to go back and we have to rework things. So anyways, so here it's like the relationship dynamics caused oppression. It weighed them down, and it just made them feel trapped. And so this is why they haven't made a decision, because there's just been so much that they've had to deal with. And so now it's like, okay, to have the Nine of Swords paired with the Hermit, it's saying that the energy has, or is shifting, that the masculine is changing, and that they're starting to see things in a more clear way. So you can see here with this image, the individuals tied up and like looking down, and blindfolded. But now this Hermit here is standing up and like has the strength to hold the lantern, and is focused on the light of this lantern. It's giving them the hope that they've desperately needed, but they have been misguided. And so they've lost, part of this process has caused them to lose faith. But they have no choice but to keep going, because this is the human experience. Like, we have to keep going. It's like when you're a nomad, or, back in the day when we'd go on these, our ancestors would go on these long trips, we would be searching for new land, and we'd have to walk days and days and days with all of this heaviness. And now we've been blessed with the power of the horse, right? So we have evolved over time, and we've learned how to tame this animal. We broke the horse. So it's like breaking yourself, getting control of the wild, unruly, crazy parts of oneself. But in a good way. So now we're utilizing our power, and we're putting it to use in good ways. Here, even with like this here, these are sphinxes, but like traditionally these would be horses. So now we have more control over our decisions. But it's the matter of like, okay, your decisions are based on your mental processing. So if you're processing the past and you're playing the martyr, and it's like the pity party, and you're like restraining yourself from moving forward because of the fear, then you're just going to stay where you are. Like there's not going to be any movement. So it's the matter of like, okay, enough is enough. Like it's time for me to pull myself out of this, to realize what I have. Like I am so blessed. I've been blessed with this vehicle. I have been blessed with you hear I'm being guided to talk about all of these people that are surrounding this man. So like Spirit wanted me to talk about how these people are our spirit guides, our ancestors. The horse is our animal guide, and like Spirit is saying, we're fully supported in this process. But we have to be receptive. There's only so much Spirit can do. If we're unwilling to accept their help, then they can't help us because we have free will. So, here even with this is the Three of Pentacles. So this is talking about working together, collaboration. So Spirit is working with us. And then also like being open to working with other individuals, like on a physical level, from a human perspective. So like surrounding yourself, or the masculine surrounding themselves with people who want the same things, who are wanting to build a new world. Me and my rhyme, right? A play like where we can all be celebrated, and we can be cheering, and this card, when I see it, I think about hip hip hooray. So if you're the feminine watching this reading, it's the matter of you being like, okay, I am giving this person who I love the time and space that they need for themselves. I'm not taking it personally. I'm not going to try to force communication. I'm going to accept what is. I'm going to stay focused on my life's purpose, my spiritual growth and development. How can I be of greater assistance to the collective? So this is the feminine also going within, just as much as the Hermit. But the feminine puts so much focus on the masculine that they're wasting their life, they're wasting their time, they're wasting their energy. And I know wasting is there could be a better word could be used, but it's just like, don't diminish your capacity, don't diminish yourself, because you yourself can't get out of these thoughts, this self-imprisonment. So here, this is the Nine of Cups. So this is the wish fulfillment. This is having everything you want and more. So you're going to receive your blessings, but Do you feel like you're worthy of receiving? Why do you keep chasing? Why are you trying to control the outcome? Why are you trying to force this relationship? Why is it so difficult for you to be patient? And also understand, like, not all feminines, the chasers, are going to reunite with the masculine runner, right? So if you've been caught up in this cycle, and many of you have, which is indicated by the World card, like if you've been caught up in this cycle for a long time and you haven't changed and you keep doing the same thing, then it's very, very unlikely that you're going to reach long-lasting union with your love interest, your specific person, the divine masculine. It's unlikely that it's going to be long-lasting. So I encourage you to take an inventory, right? Sit down, write out your feelings, right? Talk about what's happened in the past, what's currently happening in the present moment, and what you dream of to have for the future. What is your wish? What else? Because it's like, how much more are you willing to take? How much more rejection can you tolerate? So if they're rejecting you time and time and time and time again, and you keep pushing to have this connection, to have this commitment, you're going to be, sadly, I'm trying to find another rhyme. So it's like you're preventing yourself from actually receiving the love that you so desire. But it's like, do you want to desire it from desperation, or do you want to desire from love? Like the sensual desire, just feeling into the moment, and, that beautiful, sexual, desirable, like here. So it's like basically here, when I see their Ace of Wands with the Ace of Cups, it's like thinking about sex. So I'm thinking, okay, so this would represent the masculine, or the male, the penetration, and then this would represent the orgasm. But it's like, in order for this orgasm to happen, like you have to be able to, it's like teaching yourself through, going within and to your heart center, and loving yourself first, and connecting with the divine, and connecting with your intuition, and creating this sacredness. So then you're just naturally and easily and effortlessly drawing in the masculine, so that they want to give you this wand. So that's what I'm seeing with that. I'm going to shuffle and pick one more card. It's a lot, you guys. I know it's a lot. Here we go. The Star. So having faith. What's meant for you will be for you. If your connection is divinely meant to happen, nothing can stop it. But you can delay it. And how do you delay it? You delay it by being unbalanced, by being disillusioned and caught up in la 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 land and obsessed with the masculine, refusing to see the truth, that the timing isn't right, and that there's work for you to do on yourself, and there's work for the masculine to do on themselves. So here's the Star. So the whole reason why we're doing this is because we're creating a whole new world. So we talk about, astrologers talk about the age of Aquarius. So the Star card is connected to Aquarius. And then the World is basically the culmination, all of the lessons that we go through in our lifetime, and coming to the end, and the culmination of all of those lessons. And then eventually, like once we've learned our lessons, we go back to the beginning again. So the age of Aquarius, where we're creating a new world, a world where we're all celebrated, where we feel comfortable being vulnerable. We can be naked. We don't feel like we're judged. You know, Aquarius is the individual. They're eccentric, offbeat, you know, they're fun loving, and, you know, they value their freedom. And so this is what we're here to create. That was a lot. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate all of you, and I love you, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.